Look at that. Ooh, she booted into recovery mode.
We have a big house with a big attic filled with old gear. Mom says it all must go.
But I say each piece has a story.
Welcome to the Gear Graveyard.
Okay, welcome back to the Gear Graveyard with Dad and True remains under the weather with barely a voice at all. So I am doing the fill-in again this week, and this was one that after I looked at a MP3 player a couple of weeks ago, this one was in the same box, and so I'm going to pop this one open without too much hope here, because I think this, I keep remembering these things were bricked, and a couple of them have turned out not to be, but this one I'm pretty sure is. It got a bad firmware update, and I don't think it's functional. But we're gonna take a look at it anyway. The Zen Creative 16 gigabyte MP3 player. It did not come with the power adapter. It's got a built-in battery. But I must have bought this separately. I know that I bought the player in July of 2008 for $165, which actually, in retrospect, seems like a pretty good deal. So we're gonna crack this open. This little sticker was on the screen. Well, it was on the screen when it came, and it is now living on the plastic. So let's see what we got in here. I also remember really liking this player. This is, very late in the world of MP3 players. But I do remember. Oh, we should look at the back of this here and see what the details are. Can't really see. There are some specs. I don't remember if this had a specific app or if this was just a USB. Oh, there's Jimmy. There's a kitty here to say hi to us. You can see it's running in the era of Windows Vista or XP 32-bit. I have a sense that this came up as a USB drive, and it was just super simple to copy files over to. Get a little sense of what that screen looks like. Is there other information here? We got the serial number, and beyond that, not very much. Here are the sort of what it did play videos. I remember that, yes, and it could show photos. And so, again, this is like on the cusp of when the iPhone came out, and so it was not an iPhone, not a smartphone by any means, but kind of like in the world before smartphones, kind of what was moving that direction. So we're gonna pop this guy out of here. Careful not to. I feel like I'm going to cut myself on this plastic, so I'm trying to be careful. Getting it out of there. There we go. We didn't look at the sticker. That's the sticker music video. Super sleek. I love this thing. Super sleek, easy. You got an SD card you could put in there if you wanted to. I don't think you needed an SD card. I think you could just expand from there. Also in here we've got the startup guide, the quick start guide. Inside the package, very nice folding open fancy package. Inside here we've got some literature. Don't hurt your hearing. That is always good advice. This must be like a media store. Oh, an ad for Napster. after it had been, after it was cool. Some unopened earbuds. I always had headphones that I used with these, so I never actually opened the earbuds that came with them. Here is the installation disk. Now I wonder if this is just a driver. This might be just a driver for that. That's my hunch. And if we plug it into Windows 11, I'm going to hope that it just pops up. We'll see. And here we go. Find your Zen. Time to accessorize. Clear case. Armband, leather case. Yeah, this was a nice little product. This was really nice. Sorry, I got a cat scratching his ear right here, making noise. So I'm going to do this on camera. I'm going to try and power it on right now. I'm going to see if there is any life. I remember there's a little pull switch on the side here. We should look at the connectors. I mean, I guess you already saw that the SD card would go in there. There is a little microphone. There we go. Got to focus right there. Controls on the side. You can see it's again one of these USB Mini B power headphone or earbuds. And that is pretty much it. It's nice and simple. Very, very nice, sleek back. Build quality, absolutely exceptional. Really nice piece of gear and totally pocket friendly. Way smaller than an iPhone. Okay, I got a couple of iPhones here to compare with, and a flip phone too. So there it is, compared to, I don't even know which iPhones these are. So much smaller that way, a little bit thicker though. This is a newer one. You can see considerably smaller than that, and actually thinner than that one. And then flip phone, Kyocera flip phone, it's still smaller than that, and definitely smaller from that dimension. So yeah, so this was a very convenient little thing. All right, we're going to pull the power cord here. I am going to see, I believe you pull down on it, and we're going to see if it has any life at all. Yeah, probably even the battery is dead. Okay, this is plugged in to the outlet, and we're just going to see if it does anything. It's gotten a blue light, so it's not entirely dead. So one thing we'll do, we'll let it charge for a bit. Okay, this has been on the charger for several hours. The little charging light has gone out. I am going to take out the power supply, and we're going to hope she boots. Look at that. Ooh, she booted into recovery mode. Okay, I got out my trusty reset tool, and we're going to see if we can get this to go in there. Well, the screen went off. Well, after some wrangling, I actually have it now at least recognized and doing an upgrade. Now, unfortunately, it's upgrading to the same exact firmware version that was on there, and it gave me a warning before I got to that point. And I said, yeah, go ahead, because I think that it's erased off of here. So what I'm hoping is that just this reinstallation will bring the thing back to life. What I'm fearing is that this particular firmware is actually what killed this device to begin with. So we're going to see. We're just about done here, just about done with that, at which point I imagine it's going to want to be rebooted. It's starting to give me a battery icon. So, but we do have upgrading firmware now appearing on the screen, which did not appear before. And I just wonder if it's possible it got interrupted or just something was bad the first time around, and that's what caused this problem. It's also possible that this particular version is somehow not compatible with my device. The stakes here are very low because if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's no big deal. But I'm hoping for the sake of this video that actually I can get something on here and actually show you what this thing looks like, because it's a nifty little device. All right, we're still got the upgrading firmware. Oh, firmware upgrade failed. Oh, this is probably what happened in the first place. I think I need to find an older version of the firmware. I mean, it still says upgrading, but oh, we got something. It said it failed, but look at that. Rebuilding. I don't think there's anything on here. I think I've erased it enough times now just in this process that there can't possibly be anything on there. That's okay though. I don't care about that. I wasn't trying to. So we're docked. I did in the process reinstall the creative management software because I thought, well, at least that might provide a pathway to a firmware upgrade, which it did not. It turned out I just had the wrong model number. I mean, basically, these model numbers are kind of opaque, and I really just did a little trial and error. So I guess I'm going to go with this has actually come back to life. We're docked, but I don't think there's anything on there. So let's see. We're going to undock. And look at that. For the first time in 17 years. What do we have? I'm guessing nothing. Yep, nothing. All right, I'm going to put a little music on here and maybe a video. And we'll take another look at it now that it's working. All right, so this is the Creative Zen. True is here now off of his sick bed, although you haven't really been in bed, but you just can't really
talk as well as I normally can.
Can't really talk as well as you normally can. All right, well, what I got here, and there's a bunch of video that people will have seen before this of me tinkering with this to try and get it working again, but now it's actually working. The Creative Zen 16 gigabyte media player.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So there's a switch on the side. That middle switch, you pull down on that, and just, yep, then the blue light comes on.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Flip it back now, and you can see that we're in the screens. Now, we need to get this guy plugged in so we can hear what it plays back. Okay, we're plugged in there. And so if you, looks like the button in the middle is the selector. So if you just, so up and down, you select the different menu things.
These are some pretty cool options.
Actually, it is. This is a really cool little device, and it didn't work. It failed a firmware update, and I couldn't get it working again, and so I gave up on it. But ultimately, so click, okay, select photos. So microphone, you can actually record stuff in. Click photos, and then pictures. Enter on pictures there, and enter on the picture. I hope it's going to show. There we go. That's our two kitties, Scout and Gem. There they are. Okay. So the back button is here.
Okay.
And go back again. And now go back in one more time. And now go down to music. And enter. And you have to scroll down to, this is a little bit weird. You can actually change the order of these menu items. It's all default right now. So keep going down. Keep going down. Get to all tracks. There you go. All tracks. And then click that guy. Enter. Play. There we go. All right, so this is nowhere near as cool as what we were listening to in the car, but this is from the YouTube audio library, so I know it will not content match. Okay, so now go back. I think it'll probably just keep playing. I don't know. Yeah, right. Okay, we don't actually need it to keep playing, but that's all right. So go back one more level.
Oh, can I pause it?
You can pause it, yeah. I think you can pause it. Yeah, okay. So go back, and now go down, and this, yep. Now go into videos. This guy is a video player. A video, and there's only one option there. Click on that guy. There's our title sequence going. And you can kind of see that the video's not half bad, right?
It really isn't.
The video is not half bad. Now, to get that on there, I actually had to render it at 320 by 240, which is the highest resolution that this device can play, because that's the resolution of this screen is 320 by 240. So anything higher than that, which almost everything would be.
Sorry.
It's all right. Now, so there are other things. It does have FM radio. If you want to go back, you can see FM radio. I don't even know what the extras are. Let's just see what... Oh, it might not be able to tune anything because it says that it needs the headphones plugged in because they serve as the...
Oh, it's got a volume control.
They serve as the antenna. So let's just plug these guys in and just see if maybe if we plug it in... I guess we have to plug them in here. See if... Well, we won't be able to hear it, but let's just see if it does find any... If it finds any stations... That's volume. I don't know if this is setting, so yeah. Auto scan, you can see auto scan. It'll auto scan for radio stations. Just see if I say, oh yeah, auto scan. It doesn't have it in there. Yeah, you hear it in there. And maybe it didn't work because it didn't have any. So yeah, this will be great. We'll be able to. It's not touch sensitive.
I just thought I had to check.
You had to check. They did come out with a later version. So what's your guess on the year?
2005? Just a couple years older than me.
2008.
Oh,
Yep.
it's like 1 month older than me.
It is 1 month older than you. Oh my gosh, you were ready to be born when I bought this thing. I was probably anticipating that I would have to need something to listen to while you were put in my ears while you were. I don't know what that would be. So let's plug this in again and see if we can.
Patrick got it right. That you can actually help. Really? I don't like milk.
35,000 movies and shows and more. We have discovered some
Oh,
It's pretty good sound, actually.
it actually is, yeah.
So not bad at all, right?
Shockingly, no.
Shockingly, no. We'll see what extras are. I don't even know what's on the extras menu. Date and time and organizer. Oh, cool.
Oh, so calendar. Oh, that's pretty cool.
So this was a very sophisticated device. This could do a lot of stuff. It just doesn't have.
Is it right? No, it's not.
No, well,
We're still in 2007?
we're still in 2007. So it doesn't have any internet connection, obviously. And it doesn't have any cellular connection. So this is like everything but what the iPhone was.
Yeah.
And the screen resolution is so great. I liked this device until I tried to upgrade the firmware and it stopped working. This appeared on the system as a USB drive.
Oh.
And I was able to drop files right into it. And then it had to rescan, but once it rescanned, it was able to categorize everything. So I don't know. What do you think?
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty
For
cool.
this little piece of tech.
It is a pretty cool piece of tech. All right, well, that's all it for today on the Gear Graveyard. Thank you so much for joining us. If you did like this, please hit the like and subscribe and share and comment and all of the many, many things that feed us to the algorithm. We sure appreciate it. And thanks for watching. We'll see you here next time on the Gear Graveyard with Dad and
True.
All right, bye-bye. Now I'm going to reload my firmware. Yes. It's erasing firmware, which is really not a very happy thing. And it has a very weird process in which it erases the firmware first, and then it tries to download the new firmware. So you can kind of see why that might not work.